Shalom, shalom, I'm back. Resort report. Slack you, brothers. Okay, so we have this silliness. I never did count these people. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 people total. Only 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm not going to go into the numerology. That's just more craziness. So, look at this shit. Hold on. There we go. All right. See if you can spot the 5 differences in these pictures. What are they doing? What are these people doing? They're doing yoga in front of the Magic Kingdom. This is a good representation of the kingdoms of this world, because the Magic Kingdom is of the kingdoms of this world. And especially if they call it Magic Kingdom. This is where a lot of witchcraft goes on, right here. So what are they doing? You see this in church, people raising their hands to the Lord. What are they doing? They're raising their hands. They're raising their hands to fucking Lucifer, to Satan, to the darkness of witchcraft. And what are they doing it on? They're doing it on yoga mats. Yoga is another witchcraft. So these people just contorted their body or stretched their body and thought about everything except Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And what are they doing? Praise Satan, praise Satan, whoa Satan. So the whole thing was, this little page was to get you to notice things, because it's, look what it says. Sun salutations. Worshipping the sun is not worshipping Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Worshipping the sun is witchcraft. Right down here, cast life. Cue the fireworks. I was listening to a message, this one channel, it's called, it'd be really hard to find because it's called Susquehanna. What's it called? Susquehanna. Anyhow. Susquehanna Mysteries or something like that. And the guy's really good at, he breaks down what went on over there in on the shores of the Chesapeake Bay. Maryland and Virginia are fading away, per Counting Crows. On the shores of the Chesapeake Bay, Maryland and Virginia are fading away. That's where he was born. So that area right there, that's where Gad had that area. That was a power base for us. And now he was talking about how AstraZeneca, the one that's making the waters, they have a big warehouse or manufacturing right there, and it goes all the way back to AstraZeneca, were 2 companies. One was Swedish and one was German, and it goes all the way back to the days of Hitler when Mengele was doing all these death and what do you call it? He was doing biological testing on everything, right? To find out who's who and what's what or whatever. So these are spin-offs from the days of Hitler. The God, what do they call that? Shit slips my mind. I'm so smart, but if I had a memory, I could remember half the stuff I know. yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So when you look at another one that's there is DuPont, and he was explaining how they took that land and they put their most diabolical devices, and they've developed their devices right there on the shores of the Chesapeake Bay. Maryland and Virginia are fading away. Delaware, it's in Delaware. So all that little area in the northern United States where Gad was, they're not going, hey, yeah, how, yeah, how, Bahashem, yeah, how, Jai. Now they're going, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. And it's, if he really broke it down really good. He did a lot of research on how this Astromanica company got started and who's behind it. And wow, that was another thing that was really interesting, because the witchcraft behind this, they call it pharmakia. That's where you get the word pharmacy. Pharmakia, if you look it up, pharmakia is witchcraft. So here we go, some more witchcraft. Tips from the Disney expert. Mental and emotional well-being. What's she doing, folks? She's praying to the Magic Kingdom, right, on her yoga mat. Nice. It's a witch. What do we have here? Selfies. It's all about the self. Disney Resort. Again. The castle. They put these ears on like devil horns. Wow, what's that? Wow. Doesn't that look like the little bow looks like, woo, creepy. This is all Disney, but just reminding you, this whole thing is Disney. So this is part of their thing, right? And a big part of what it is, I'll go to the back page now. It's about the cast. So when you look up the word cast, I'm sure that there, I haven't looked it up because I was kind of like, how deep do I need to go into this? But so it says Disney Resort. The Disneyland Resort continues to welcome back cast members. Why are they cast members? Because they're casting a spell on you. Witchcraft. Fucking his little Disney shirt and his wicked little smile. Whatever that spider is on his hat. And then you have of course, the upside down sideways star. That's that's, what do they call it? It's a Baphomet. It's a pentagram, because it's inside. See, it's inside that circle. And then they have, of course, the fucking faceless mouse. And you see magic makers. Welcome back, magic makers. See, what happens is when you fall for these, when you fall so far into these resort, you ever wonder why they call it a resort? Because you're resorting to other means than your power to enjoy life. Yahweh and Yahushai originally separated the children of Israel so that they could enjoy life and life more abundantly. And he has everything that we could ever need. And what witchcraft and Satanism and the dark arts do, it turns you away from the beauty of what Yahushai and Yahweh want you to experience to some fake beauty. You have to kiss a princess to wake her up. What are some of the other witchcrafts? Little Mermaid. You don't have to listen to your dad, swim away and do this or that. I mean, if you go into just about every cartoon that they made for kids, it's about the children usurping the parents, and it's more about disorder than order. But it's done in a very subtle way so that your mind slowly gets twisted until before you know it, you're so far from Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai, you're lost in the sauce. You are sipping on that Babylon juice with your straw, just loving it. Heading to Mickey D's, just loving it. Eating that devil food. And see, if this place isn't vexing you, and if shit like this doesn't make you go, oh my God, Disneyland, I finally see what Disneyland's all about. I finally see Knott's Berry Farm. It's a farm for you to get all knotted up. It's a farm for you to get knotted up and not do what Yahweh Bashem would want you to do. You're like a wild berry, and the scripture talks about that wild fruit. You're not good fruit anymore. Now you're relying on knots, tie things in knots. Knott's Berry Farm. You are a knotted. You're not on the straight path. You're all knotted up. So I think you understand what I'm saying. I'm very talky, you know that. And I hope you can put up with my verbal gymnastics here and there. And I'm not trying to create witchcraft. I'm trying to help you understand that this shit's real. And one of the ways that we can turn back to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai, is to turn away from this witchcraft. And that was part of what this whole C28, D29, whatever they call it, was designed to do, was to lock you down, bind you up, and then get your mind thinking that you need to go back to the magic kingdom. You need to go back to the concert hall. You need to go back to the club. You need to go back to the gym. You need to go back to Knott's Berry Farm. And it created a hyper witchcraft is what it did. It made it so now that everything's open again, you're going to rush back to the theaters, and they're going to have these perfectly wicked manifestations for you to latch onto, so that you're not thinking about what's good and what's right. You're thinking about how I'm going to revel, how I'm going to have drunken parties, how I'm going to create murder by sleeping with another man's wife, or another woman's husband, or can I take my kids to Disneyland so they can learn how to put spells on people in this magic kingdom? It might sound corny to you. It might sound odd to you that I'm saying this, and it might sound like a lunatic to you, but it's all true. And the sooner you realize that and hide yourself away from what is going on out here, the better off you'll be. We're in for some. You heard it. Now, people that went to the prom have to put wax on, wax off again. Wax on. Why even? If we're going to have all kinds of liberties taken away from us, and we're going to have to walk around with a diaper over our mug, might as well just get sick and die, because to me, that's not life. That's not living. There's already so many things that we do that we don't even realize that we do, that we probably wouldn't do if it wasn't. We probably wouldn't wear certain types of clothes if society didn't push us that way. We probably wouldn't talk a certain way, walk a certain way. We would probably sit and with people more and shut up, instead of always having to push some kind of agenda on someone. We would actually be able to sit with someone and love on them. Like I was saying about my buddy Randy, he was so good at making you feel loved without trying. He wasn't trying to make you feel loved. He just did it. And that's why I wasn't sad the other day when I went to my buddy's funeral. My buddy Randy Buzzo died and passed away. And he's in a better spot now. He got the hell up out of here. And he did it with class. He did it with courage. And let me see how much time I got. 17. I'm trying to think if there's anything more I can say on witchcraft, but we've really been diverted off the path that we should be on. And for the men of the Lord, see, we're at a sticky spot here, because we know a lot of these Darwinist monkey brains that think that we're flying through space on a spinning wet ball rocket, and that we evolved from simians, primates. Really? What? Just think about that for a minute. They've convinced you that you evolved from a simian / primate background. I'll tell you what, I didn't come from no monkey. It's fucking ridiculousness. And see, that's how witchcraft works. Now we just think we're some evolved beast. We ain't no beasts. The Lord made us in His image. And see, they've made the Bible and they've made religion such a not interesting thing, and they've made learning such a not interesting thing. If people wanted to learn, I would have hundreds of subscribers by now. I'm not the best teacher, but you know what? If you listen to what I'm saying, you will learn. And people don't want to learn. They love being stupid. People love being ignorant. Ignorance is bliss, right? For now, until these judgments start popping off, and then they're going to be like, "What? Where? Why we got? Where? What?" And they're gonna. find out they ain't got nothing, all, as Ziggy said. We all go, that's what it is. We all go somewhere. That's some good Benjamite fucking singing language. We all go somewhere, so they try to slow us down. We all go somewhere, so they're trying to mix it up. We all go somewhere. He says, how's it go? People ask me what I know, and I tell them that the only thing I know is we all go somewhere. We all go somewhere. So if you know that you're going somewhere, do you know where you're going? I'll wait. So when he says they try to slow us down, that's the witchcraft. We all go somewhere, so they try to slow us down. We all go somewhere, so they try to mix it up. They're mixing, not only did they mix our seed line, so people like me that are actually Judah, I'm Benjamin of Judah. I'm supposed to look like a Negro. Go figure. But I look like this. This is a mixed up seed line. Thank Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai that I'm one of his, and he woke me up to do this work. It's the best work in the world. I'm not the best I'm not the best employee, but I show up every day and I do my job, and I will get rewarded. And I'm hoping that through these messages, some of you will either pick up your Bible and read some of the stuff that I'm bringing out, or pray at noon for Israel. You pray at noon for the 144,000 men who are pushing out these messages, you will get a reward. And it's going to be a good reward. He has thoughts of good for you, not calamity. So that's all I got. I hope this message was edifying to the children of Israel. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. I got to go to the plantation and do my thing to earn my shekels. All right. Love you, Israel. Till the next one, shalom.